Be me, 28 years old living with my best friend Jake. We've been roommates for like 6 years now, basically an old married couple at this point. Share a 2-bedroom apartment that's falling apart, but rent is cheap. Jake is one of those guys who thinks he's Gordon Ramsay but can't cook toast without setting off the smoke alarm. Our apartment looks like if a thrift store exploded inside a college dorm. Furniture doesn't match, nothing is organized, peak bachelor lifestyle. Friday night, and we're having our usual ritual of pizza and arguing about movies. Currently debating whether the Matrix sequels are actually good or Stockholm Syndrome. Jake is defending them like his life depends on it. I'm telling him he has objectively terrible taste in everything. The doorbell rings during our heated discussion about Keanu Reeves' acting range. Jake gets up to answer it, and I hear a female voice. Oh no. His sister Emma is here, and I'm wearing sweatpants with a hole in them and a shirt that says, "I paused my game to be here." She walks in and immediately judges our entire living situation with her eyes. Emma is Jake's younger sister, also late 20s, and she roasts us every time she visits. She's carrying an overnight bag, which means she's staying over. Double, oh no. Emma looks around the apartment like she's a health inspector who's lost all faith in humanity. The dishes in the sink are probably developing sentience at this point. There's a pizza box on the coffee table from 3 days ago. I see her make a mental note of the pile of laundry on the couch. Jake, you didn't tell me Emma was coming. He shrugs like this is normal behavior. She texted me like an hour ago, needed a place to crash. Emma dumps her bag on the floor and sits in the only clean chair. Broke up with my boyfriend, needed to get away from my apartment for the weekend. Sorry about your relationship. Don't be, he thought. The Big Bang Theory was the height of comedy. I instantly respect her more for that breakup reason. Jake offers her a slice of our pizza, which is definitely cold now. She declines and orders Thai food on her phone instead. Smart woman. So what are you two arguing about this time? Whether the Matrix sequels are good? They're not. Conversation over. She settles it in 5 seconds, and Jake looks betrayed. My own sister. Your own sister has taste, unlike you. Emma and I exchange a look of understanding. We've bonded over roasting Jake many times before. The Thai food arrives and Emma shares with me, but not Jake. That's what you get for your Matrix opinions. This is bullying. This is justice. We end up watching The Office for the millionth time because it's the only thing we all agree on. Emma is on the couch. Jake is in his chair. I'm on the floor with a pillow. Our apartment doesn't have enough seating for 3 people. Never needed it before. Around midnight, Jake announces he's going to bed. Some of us have to work tomorrow, he says while leaving. You work from home. Still work. He disappears into his room, and now it's just me and Emma. This is slightly awkward, but we've hung out before. She's cool, funny, has good taste in music and movies. Also, she's objectively attractive, but that's Jake's sister, so those thoughts are illegal. We keep watching The Office and talking about our lives. She tells me about her ex, who apparently had the personality of wet cardboard. Dude collected Funko Pops, but not in an ironic way. That's grounds for immediate breakup, right? Like I tried to be supportive, but there were hundreds of them. Hundreds. That's not a collection. That's a mental illness. We're laughing about terrible relationship stories. I tell her about my ex who tried to convince me that astrology was real science. She broke up with me because Mercury was in retrograde. Mercury doesn't even have feelings. That's what I said. Emma is fun to talk to when Jake isn't around to interrupt every 5 seconds. She's smart and sarcastic and doesn't take anyone's nonsense. We start talking about music and discover we both love early 2000s pop punk. Green Day, Blink-182, Sum 41, all the classics. Jake hates that music, says it's whiny. Jake also listens to Nickelback unironically. She looks horrified. Are we related? Did my parents lie to me? I've been asking myself that for 6 years. We spend an hour just roasting Jake's music taste. It's therapeutic, honestly. Around 2 a.m., we're both getting tired. Emma is staying in Jake's room, and he's on the couch apparently. Wait, why aren't you taking the couch? He insisted, something about being a gentleman. Jake? A gentleman? Did I wake up in an alternate timeline? Apparently his exact words were, I'm not making my heartbroken sister sleep on our gross couch. Okay, that's actually decent of him. Don't tell him I said that. Your secret is safe. We both head to bed, her to Jake's room, and me to mine. My room is only slightly less of a disaster than the living room. At least my bed is clean and I don't have dishes in here. Low bar, but I'm clearing it. Fall asleep pretty quickly after scrolling through my phone. Wake up at some point in the night because I hear crying. Oh no, Emma is having a breakdown about her ex. Feel bad for her. Breakups suck even when the person is a Funko Pop hoarder. Debate whether I should check on her or if that's overstepping. The crying gets louder and I can't just ignore it. Get up and quietly walk to Jake's room. Door is slightly open and I can see Emma sitting on the bed crying. Hey, you okay? She looks up and wipes her eyes. Not really. Just hit me that I wasted 2 years on that relationship. Come here. She gets up and I give her a hug because that's what humans do. It's awkward for a second, then she just breaks down crying into my shoulder. I'm patting her back, trying to be comforting. It's going to be okay. The guy had terrible taste in everything. She laughs while crying, which I'm taking as a win. We stand there for a minute while she composes herself. Sorry for being a mess. You're not a mess. You're going through something. Thanks for being cool about this. Anytime. She sits back down on the bed and I'm about to leave. Can you stay for a bit? I don't want to be alone. Yeah, sure. Sit on the edge of the bed and we start talking again. She's opening up about how she felt trapped in the relationship, how her ex never wanted to do anything she liked, how he made fun of her interest while she supported all of his. This guy sounds worse the more I hear about him. He once told me that Green Day was for teenagers going through a phase. Okay, now I'm personally offended, right? American Idiot is a masterpiece. Objective fact. We're talking for maybe an hour about music and life and terrible exes. Emma seems to be feeling better, laughing more. She yawns and I realize it's probably 4 in the morning now. I should let you sleep. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Stand up to leave and she grabs my hand. Hey, thanks for this. You're a good friend, no problem. That's what friends do. Leave the room and go back to mine. Feel good about being there for her. There we are. Jake would do the same if roles were reversed. Fall back asleep easily. Wake up the next morning and something feels off. I'm warm and there's weight on my chest. Open my eyes and freeze completely. Emma is in my bed, her head on my chest, arm around me. We are full on cuddling. What the hell happened? Try to remember last night, and I definitely went back to my room. Check my phone. It's 9 in the morning. How did she end up here? Start to carefully move to not wake her up. She stirs and opens her eyes. We make eye contact and both freeze. Her face goes from sleepy to horrified in record time. Why am I in your bed? I don't know. I went back to my room last night. I must have sleepwalked or something. Oh my God. She quickly gets up and smooths down her hair. This is so embarrassing. It's fine. Nothing happened. We just slept. Jake cannot find out about this. Agreed. He would make it weird. She hurries out of my room back to Jake's room, lay there processing what just happened. That was the most confusing wake-up of my life. Get up and try to act normal. Go to the kitchen and Jake is already there making coffee. Well, attempting to make coffee. He's staring at the machine like it personally wronged him. Need help there, buddy. This thing hates me. It's a coffee machine. It's not sentient. Are you sure? Because I swear it's mocking me. Make the coffee for him because watching him struggle is painful. Emma comes out of Jake's room looking like she didn't just have the most awkward morning. Jake is oblivious to any tension because he's Jake. So I'm thinking we get breakfast. There's that new place down the street. Emma and I agree because food sounds good and normal. We all get ready and head out. The breakfast place is one of those hipster spots with ironic decor. Jake immediately starts roasting the menu. $12 for avocado toast. Are they harvesting the avocados from space? You're paying for the experience. The experience of being robbed. Emma and I are trying not to laugh. We order food and sit at a table that's probably made from reclaimed wood or whatever. Jake is on his phone. Emma and I are carefully not making eye contact. This is weird, but we're both committed to acting normal. The food comes, and it's actually pretty good. Jake admits the avocado toast is worth the price. Don't tell anyone I said that. Too late, I'm posting it on social media. You don't even have social media. I'll create an account just for this. After breakfast, we walk around the neighborhood. Jake gets a call and has to take it for work stuff. He wanders off, leaving me and Emma alone. So about this morning. I'm so sorry. I have a history of sleepwalking when I'm stressed. It's totally fine. I'm just glad we cleared it up. Jake can never know. My lips are sealed. We shake on it like we're making a blood pact. Jake comes back and we spend the rest of the day just hanging out. Go to a used bookstore, then a record shop, normal friend activities. Emma finds a Green Day vinyl and buys it immediately. See, good taste in music. Unlike some people, she glances at Jake. I'm standing right here. We know. Get back to the apartment around dinner time. Order Chinese food because none of us can cook. Well, I can cook, but I'm too lazy today. We're eating and watching Parks and Recreation now. Emma seems to be doing better, laughing at the show. Jake falls asleep on the couch during the 3rd episode. He's snoring and taking up the entire couch. Should we wake him? Nah, let him sleep. He looks peaceful. He looks like a walrus. Also true. Emma and I moved to the floor with pillows. We're watching the show and providing commentary. This is nice. Just hanging out without it being weird. Maybe this morning was just a funny story we'll laugh about later. Around 11 p.m., Emma says she's going to bed. Night. Thanks for today. No problem. Sleep well. She goes to Jake's room and I stay up watching TV. Jake wakes up around midnight confused. What time is it? Midnight. You passed out. Why didn't you wake me? You looked so peaceful. I hate you. Love you too, buddy. He stumbles to the couch to properly sleep there. I turn off the TV and head to my room, get into bed and scroll through my phone for a bit. See a text from Emma. Thanks for being cool about everything. Text back. Anytime. That's what friends are for. Put my phone away and try to sleep. Wake up again in the middle of the night. Sense something is different. Open my eyes and Emma is in my bed again. You've got to be kidding me. She's fully asleep, curled up next to me. This is becoming a pattern and I don't know how to feel about it. Debate waking her up, but she looks peaceful. Also, she's had a rough few days. Decide to just let her sleep. This is fine. We're adults. People share beds platonically all the time. Try to convince myself this is normal. Fall back asleep eventually. Morning comes, and we wake up at the same time. She opens her eyes and realizes where she is. I did it again. Apparently. I'm so sorry, this is so weird. It's becoming our thing, apparently. She laughs nervously. I really do sleepwalk when stressed. This used to happen in college. Well, at least you have good taste in beds to sleepwalk to. That was the worst line I've ever heard. I'm aware. It's 9 a.m. I'm not at full capacity. We get up and do the awkward morning routine again. Jake is still asleep on the couch. We make breakfast together. Well, Emma makes it, and I assist. Scrambled eggs and toast. Simple, but good. Jake wakes up to the smell of food. Did you two make breakfast? Emma did. I provided moral support. So you did nothing. I opened the egg carton. Wow, truly a chef. We eat breakfast and Jake announces he has to run errands. I'll be gone most of the day. You two good here. Yeah, we'll survive. Try not to burn down the apartment. That was one time. Twice. Okay, twice. But who's counting? Jake leaves and it's just me and Emma. We clean up the kitchen together. So this sleepwalking thing. I know, it's weird. I should probably sleep on the couch tonight. Or we could just acknowledge it and not make it weird. You're okay with me randomly appearing in your bed. I mean, it's not the worst thing that could happen. She considers this. Fair point. At least I'm a quiet sleeper. Could be worse. You could snore like Jake. Does he really sound like a walrus? It's uncanny, honestly. We spend the day watching movies and talking. She's leaving tomorrow, so we're making the most of it. Put on Shaun of the Dead because it's a classic. Emma quotes every line perfectly. Okay, that's impressive. I've seen it like 50 times. Same. It never gets old. We're having a great time just being friends. No weirdness about the sleeping situation. We've decided to just roll with it. Evening comes, and we order pizza. Jake gets back and joins us for dinner. How were errands? Boring. Had to go to like 4 different stores. Sounds terrible. I'm exhausted. We watch more TV, and Jake falls asleep early again. Emma and I exchange looks. Is he okay? Does he have a sleeping disorder? I think he's just lazy. Runs in the family. Hey, sorry, I don't make the rules. We let Jake sleep and continue watching shows. Around midnight, we both head to bed. Emma goes to Jake's room, and I go to mine. Wonder if she'll sleepwalk again. Kind of hope she does, honestly. Wait, that's weird to think. Ignore that thought and try to sleep. Sure enough, around 3 a.m., I feel her climb into bed. Don't even open my eyes, just adjust to make room. This is our routine now, apparently. Fall back asleep easily. Wake up in the morning with Emma next to me. We both open our eyes at the same time. Morning. Morning. This is becoming less weird each time. That's probably concerning. Probably, but I'm choosing to ignore the implications. Wise choice. We get up, and Jake is already awake making breakfast. Well, burning breakfast. Dude, are those pancakes or hockey pucks? I'm trying something new. Try not burning them. Emma takes over and saves breakfast. Jake looks relieved. Thanks, I don't know what went wrong. Everything went wrong. After breakfast, Emma packs up her stuff. She's heading back to her place today. Thanks for letting me crash here. Anytime, our couch is always available. I didn't sleep on the couch. Jake looks confused. You slept in my bed? Right. Yes, your bed. That's where I slept. Emma and I make eye contact. Our secret remains safe. We help Emma carry her stuff to her car. Jake gives her a hug goodbye. Call me if you need anything. Will do. Thanks for being a good brother. I try. Emma turns to me. Thanks for everything. No problem. Anytime you need to escape. She hugs me and whispers, try not to miss your midnight visitor. I'll try. She drives off, and Jake and I go back inside. That was a good weekend. Yeah, Emma seems better. Good, I was worried about her. We spend the rest of the day cleaning the apartment. Well, attempting to clean. We mostly just move stuff around. By evening, it looks slightly less like a disaster zone. We order takeout and watch TV, back to our normal routine. Except I keep thinking about Emma. The conversations, the laughing, the weird sleeping arrangement. It was nice having her around. Wonder if she'll visit again soon. Get a text from her that night. Made it home safe. Already missing the superior sleeping arrangements. Text back. My bed is apparently 5-star rated. Best in the city. We text for a while about nothing important. Jake notices me smiling at my phone. Who are you texting? Just a friend. You don't have friends? Rude but fair. Go to bed that night, and the bed feels empty. Weird how quickly you can get used to something. Fall asleep eventually, but it takes longer than usual. Week goes by, and Emma texts me every day, sending memes, music recommendations, random thoughts. We have long conversations about everything and nothing. Jake doesn't notice because he's oblivious. Friday comes and I get a text from Emma. Jake invited me over for the weekend again. Cool, should be fun. Yeah, looking forward to it. Feel weirdly excited about her visiting. Try to clean my room a bit. Jake notices. Why are you cleaning? Can a man take pride in his living space? You've never taken pride in anything. Starting now. He looks suspicious but drops it. Emma arrives Friday evening. Hey guys, we do the usual routine. Order food, watch TV. Jake falls asleep early as always. Emma and I stay up talking. So how have you been? Good. Work has been busy. Life is fine. You. Same. Mostly just existing. The dream. We're laughing and it feels natural. Around midnight, we head to bed. See you in a few hours. She laughs. Probably, yeah. Go to my room and wait. Sure enough, around 2 a.m. she appears. Hey, can't sleep. Join the club. We talk for a bit, then fall asleep. This is becoming our thing, and neither of us is stopping it. Saturday morning, wake up with Emma again. This is the 4th time now, and we've stopped being surprised. Morning sleepwalker, morning enabler. We get up and make breakfast together. Jake is still passed out on the couch with drool on his face. Should we draw on him? Tempting, but let's save that for next time. Next time implies this is becoming regular. Is it not? Fair point. We make pancakes that are actually edible, unlike Jake's attempts. Emma is telling me about her week at work. She does something with marketing, but honestly I zone out when people explain their jobs. My boss thinks Comic Sans is a valid font choice. That's a war crime, right? I showed him examples of good fonts, and he said they look too serious. Fire him into the sun. If only I had that power. Jake finally wakes up and joins us. Why does my face feel sticky? You drooled all over yourself. Gross. Very. We spend the day going to a flea market. Emma finds a vintage band tee from a Green Day tour. She's ecstatic about it like she found buried treasure. Jake finds a lamp shaped like a flamingo. Why do you need that? I don't need it. I want it. There's a difference. Not really. He buys it anyway, and now we have a flamingo lamp. Our apartment is becoming weirder by the day. That night we're watching Hot Fuzz. Emma and I are quoting it in sync. Jake is just watching us like we're insane. You two are made for each other. We both freeze. What? You're both movie nerds. It's weird. Oh, right, movie nerds. The tension diffuses, and we go back to the movie. But that comment sits in my brain. Made for each other. Dangerous thought territory. Try to focus on the movie instead. Emma glances at me and quickly looks away. She's thinking about it too. Jake is oblivious, eating popcorn like nothing happened. The movie ends and we all head to bed. Wonder if Emma will show up again. She does, around 1 a.m. this time. You're early. Couldn't sleep. Want to talk about it? Not really. Just want to be here. Okay. We lay there in silence for a bit. It's comfortable though, not awkward. Can I ask you something? Sure. Do you think this is weird? Define weird. Us. This. The whole sleeping arrangement thing. Honestly? A little, but I don't hate it. Me neither. Should we be concerned about that? Probably. But are we going to stop? Probably not. She laughs softly. We're disasters. The best kind, though. We fall asleep like that, not cuddling, but close. Sunday morning comes and Emma has to leave. She's packing her stuff and seems sad about it. This weekend went too fast. They always do. Jake is helping her load her car. I'm standing there being useless. She gives Jake a hug goodbye, then turns to me. Thanks for the bed. Anytime. We hug, and it lasts maybe a second too long. Jake doesn't notice because he's checking his phone. She drives off and I feel weirdly empty. Jake and I go back inside. So you and Emma are getting close. We're friends. She's cool. Yeah, she is. Glad you two get along. Makes my life easier when my best friend and sister don't hate each other. Why would we hate each other? I don't know, some weird territorial thing. That's not how people work. You'd be surprised. We spend Sunday being lazy, order food, watch TV, the usual. But I keep checking my phone for texts from Emma. She finally texts around dinner. Home safe. Your bed is definitely better than mine. It's the same bed we've had for 4 years. Maybe it's the company. Don't know how to respond to that. Send back a thumbs up like an idiot. She sends back a laughing emoji. We text back and forth all evening. Jake notices again. You're on your phone a lot lately. Am I? Yeah. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. He shrugs and goes back to watching TV. Close call. Week goes by in a blur. Emma and I text constantly. Good morning texts, random thoughts throughout the day, good night messages. It's becoming a routine. My coworker notices I'm smiling at my phone more. New girlfriend. What? No. Then why are you grinning like an idiot? I'm not. You literally are right now. Focus on your work. Friday comes and Emma texts. Coming over again tonight? Cool. We'll order the good Chinese place. The one with the dumplings. Obviously. Tell Jake that Emma is visiting again. Again? She was just here last weekend. So? You invited her. I know, but this is like 3 weekends in a row now. Is that a problem? No, just noticing a pattern. What pattern? Nothing. Forget it. He's being weird, but I ignore it. Emma arrives and we do our usual routine. Food, TV, Jake falling asleep early. Except this time, Emma and I are on the couch together. We're watching The Princess Bride, another classic that never gets old. We're quoting lines and laughing. Our shoulders are touching and neither of us moves away. This feels different than before, more charged somehow. The movie ends and we're still sitting close. Should we watch another one? Yeah. Put on Galaxy Quest because it's perfect. Halfway through, Emma leans her head on my shoulder. My brain short circuits. Is this platonic? Is this something else? Don't move, don't react, play it cool. She stays like that for the rest of the movie. When it ends, we both just sit there. I should probably go to bed. Yeah, probably. Neither of us moves. This is going to sound weird. Most things you say are weird. Fair, but this is extra weird. Hit me. Can I just sleep in your room from the start? Instead of the sleepwalking thing. Yeah, it's getting old pretending to be surprised. We both know I'm doing it on purpose at this point. Wait, you've been faking the sleepwalking. For the last 2 visits, yeah. Why? Because I sleep better there. Oh, is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. We both go to my room. This is the first time it's been intentional. Feels different somehow. We both get into bed and there's nervous energy. This is weird, right? Super weird. But also not. Also not. We're laying there staring at the ceiling. Can I ask you something? Sure. Why do you sleep better here? Honestly? I don't know. I just do. Maybe it's because we stay up talking. Maybe it's because you're here. Oh. Yeah. Is that weird to say? Everything about this is weird. True. We're quiet for a minute. I sleep better too. When I'm here. Yeah. We should probably talk about what this means. Probably. But are we going to? Not tonight. Deal. We fall asleep facing each other. This is definitely not platonic anymore. But we're both committed to ignoring that fact. That feeling when your roommate's sister keeps ending up in your bed. That feeling when you realize it's not sleepwalking. That feeling when you should probably talk about it, but don't. That feeling when you both know something is happening. That feeling when Jake is completely oblivious to everything. That feeling when this is getting complicated. My face when I don't want it to stop. My face when part 2 is going to be a disaster. Be me, still 28, still living with Jake. It's been a month since Emma started visiting every weekend. We've established a routine that would make sitcom writers jealous. Friday night she shows up, We pretend everything is normal. Jake falls asleep early because he's basically a golden retriever in human form. Emma and I watch movies, talk for hours, then go to bed. Same bed. We've stopped pretending it's anything other than what it is, which is, we're still not entirely sure what it is. We haven't kissed, haven't done anything beyond sleeping next to each other. But there's definitely something happening. Jake remains blissfully unaware because his observation skills are non-existent. This morning, though, things feel different. Wake up with Emma basically wrapped around me. Her head is on my chest, arm across my stomach, leg over mine. We've never been this close before. Try to process this without freaking out. She wakes up and realizes the position we're in. Oh, yeah, this is new. Very new. Neither of us moves, though. Is this okay? I think so. You think so? I mean, yes, it's okay. Okay. We stay like that for another 10 minutes. Eventually hear Jake moving around in the living room. She reluctantly gets up. Should probably make an appearance before he gets suspicious. Good call. We go to the kitchen where Jake is murdering breakfast again. Dude, what are you doing to those eggs? Making an omelet. That's scrambled eggs with delusions of grandeur. Emma takes over and actually makes omelets. Jake watches her like she's performing magic. How do you do that? Basic cooking skills. You should try learning them. Rude. Accurate. We eat breakfast and Jake announces he has plans today. Going to Dave's place to help him move. Dave is Jake's friend who moves apartments every 6 months like a commitment-phobic hermit crab. I'll be gone most of the day. Emma and I exchange glances. We're going to be alone in the apartment all day. This feels significant. Jake leaves and suddenly the apartment is very quiet. So, we should probably talk. About this, us, whatever this is. Sit on the couch facing each other. This feels like a relationship-defining conversation. Okay, so I like hanging out with you. I like hanging out with you too. And I like sleeping next to you. Same. But I don't want to ruin our friendship or make things weird with Jake. Yeah, Jake would probably have opinions. Many loud opinions. So what do we do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Honestly, I want to keep doing this. Me too. But maybe we should actually acknowledge it's more than friendship. Okay, so we're acknowledging it. We're acknowledging it. Does this mean we're dating? I think we've been dating for a month without realizing it. That's very on brand for us. We're disasters. The best kind. So we're officially dating now. In secret. Because Jake would lose his mind. We spend the day actually being a couple. Hold hands while watching TV. She leans against me on the couch. It's nice not pretending anymore. At least when we're alone. Around 5 p.m., Jake texts that he'll be home soon. We immediately separate to opposite sides of the couch. This is going to be harder than I thought. You're telling me Jake comes home exhausted. Dave had way more stuff than he said. Dave always has more stuff. Why do I help him? Because you're a good friend. I'm a sucker. Also true. We order pizza and watch a movie. Emma and I are being very careful not to sit too close. Jake is too tired to notice anything anyway. He falls asleep 20 minutes into the movie. Emma and I look at each other and laugh quietly, like clockwork. He's so predictable. We finish the movie and Jake is snoring. We should probably wake him, or we could leave him there and he'll wake up at 3 a.m. confused. The second option is funnier. We go to bed, my bed, together. This is the first time we're doing it as an actual couple. Feels different even though nothing has changed. We're laying there and she's the one to break the silence. When are we going to tell Jake? Do we have to? Eventually, yeah. Why can't we just keep this secret forever? Because that's the plot of a bad rom-com. I like bad rom-coms. Of course you do. We should probably tell him soon. Define soon. Like next month soon. That's not soon, that's eventually. Works for me. She cuddles into me. We're really bad at this whole communication thing. We'll figure it out. Week goes by and keeping the secret is actually fun. It's like we're in a spy movie, but instead of saving the world, we're just hiding from Jake. Emma comes over Friday and we do our usual routine. Except now, when we're alone, we can actually act like a couple. Holding hands, kissing, all the normal relationship stuff. Then Jake comes into the room and we jump apart like teenagers caught by parents. He never notices. His obliviousness is truly a gift. This weekend, Jake actually stays awake during the movie. We're watching Inception and he has opinions. The ending is clearly real. It's ambiguous, that's the point. Emma backs me up. Nolan wants you to interpret it yourself. Jake looks betrayed. You two always team up against me. Because you're always wrong. I'm your best friend, doesn't make you right. Emma high fives me. Jake throws popcorn at us. Mature. You two are bullying me in my own home. Our home, I pay rent too. Details. After the movie, Jake actually stays up. This is unprecedented. He's on his phone texting someone. Emma and I are trying to figure out how to navigate this. Usually by now we'd be in bed, but Jake is showing no signs of sleeping. Around midnight, he finally gets up. Going to bed, you two coming? Yeah, in a bit. He goes to his room and closes the door. We wait 10 minutes to make sure he's actually asleep. This is ridiculous. We're adults sneaking around like kids. It's kind of exciting though. You're an adrenaline junkie. Maybe. We quietly go to my room and try to be silent. She trips over my shoes in the dark. The noise sounds like a bomb going off in the quiet apartment. We freeze and wait. Jake's door doesn't open. He's a heavy sleeper, thank God. We get into bed and she's laughing silently. That was too close. You're the one who tripped. Your shoes were in the way. Victim blaming. We fall asleep still laughing. Sunday morning comes and Emma has to leave as usual. But this time it feels worse. We've been together all weekend and now she's leaving. This long distance thing sucks. You live 40 minutes away, still counts. We should hang out during the week. What about Jake? We can meet somewhere, do normal couple things, like a real relationship. Exactly. She leaves and I immediately miss her. Jake notices me moping. You okay? Yeah, just tired. You've been tired a lot lately, working hard. At what? You work from home? Mental exhaustion. From sitting at a computer. It's very taxing. He's not buying it but drops it. Tuesday evening, Emma and I meet at a coffee shop. It's across town, so no chance of running into Jake. We're being paranoid, but better safe than sorry. She's already there when I arrive. Hey yourself. We order coffee and sit in a corner booth. This is weird. What is? Being on an actual date in public. Good weird or bad weird? Good weird. Definitely good weird. We talk about our days, our weeks, normal couple stuff. It's nice not having to whisper or hide. A couple walks by holding hands and Emma watches them. Must be nice. What? Being a normal couple. We are a normal couple. Who hides from my brother? Okay, slightly abnormal couple. After coffee, we walk around the neighborhood, end up at a park and sit on a bench. The sun is setting and it's actually romantic. This is nice. Yeah, we should do this more often. Agreed. She leans her head on my shoulder. When are we telling Jake? Soon. You said that last week. I know, I'm a coward. We both are. We sit there until it gets dark. Eventually we have to leave. Drive her back to her car at the coffee shop. See you Friday. Can't wait. We kiss goodbye and I watch her drive away. This secret relationship thing is getting harder. Friday comes and Emma arrives as usual. But this time, Jake has a date. Wait, you have a date? Yeah. Met someone on the app. Which app? Does it matter? I'm shocked, proud, and suspicious. So you'll be gone tonight? Yeah, don't wait up. We won't. He leaves and Emma and I look at each other. We have the apartment to ourselves. All night. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. We order food and actually sit close on the couch. No more pretending or jumping apart. It's liberating. Put on a movie, but neither of us is really watching. We're too busy making out like teenagers. This is way better than hiding. Agreed. Eventually we come up for air. We should probably talk about Jake. Do we have to? We've been dating for like 6 weeks now. Has it been that long? Time flies when you're in denial. Fair point. What if he freaks out? He'll definitely freak out. That's not reassuring. Would you rather I lie? Yes. Too bad. Honesty is important. Since when? Since right now. We decide to tell Jake next weekend. Give ourselves one more week of peace. Around midnight, we hear keys in the door. Jake is back early. We immediately separate on the couch. He walks in looking dejected. That bad. She spent an hour talking about her ex. Yikes. Yeah, I'm going to bed. Sorry, man. Such is life. He goes to his room and we wait. That was close. Too close. We should just tell him. Tonight. No, he just had a bad date. Tomorrow then. Okay, tomorrow. We go to bed and I'm nervous about tomorrow. Emma can tell. It's going to be fine. How do you know? I don't, but we'll deal with it together. That helps actually. We fall asleep and I dream about Jake's reaction. It's not good in the dream. Saturday morning comes too fast. We're making breakfast when Jake wakes up. He looks rough. Bad night, bad date. Emma makes him coffee and eggs. He cheers up a bit. You're a good sister. I know. We're all sitting at the table eating. This is it. We need to tell him. Emma looks at me and nods. Here goes nothing. Jake, we need to tell you something. If you're finally admitting this apartment is a dump, I already know. Not that, something else. He looks up from his eggs. Emma and I exchange glances. She takes my hand on the table. Jake sees it and his brain starts processing. Wait, what? We're dating. His face goes through about 15 emotions. Confusion, realization, shock, anger, back to confusion. You're... what? We're together. Since when? About 6 weeks. He stands up from the table. 6 weeks? You've been lying to me for 6 weeks. We weren't lying, we just didn't mention it. That's lying by omission. He's pacing now. My best friend and my sister. Is that a problem? I don't know. Let me process this. Jake is pacing around the apartment. Emma and I are still sitting at the table. This is going about as well as expected. Jake stops pacing and looks at us. How did this even happen? We started hanging out. When she started visiting. So all those weekends. Yeah. Were you two, No, we just talked and hung out. And slept in the same bed, apparently. Emma jumps in. I started sleepwalking into his room. Sleepwalking. Okay. Fake sleepwalking after the first few times. Jake sits back down. This is a lot. We know. I need to think about this. He gets up and goes to his room. Emma and I sit there in silence. That went... okay. Define okay. He didn't yell or punch anyone. The bar is on the floor. But we cleared it. We give Jake an hour to process. He comes out of his room and sits on the couch. Okay, I've thought about it. And I'm not thrilled about this. Understandable. But I can see you both care about each other. We do. And you're both adults. Technically, yes. So I guess I'm okay with it. Emma hugs him. Thanks for being cool about this. I'm not cool about it. I'm accepting it. There's a difference. We'll take it. He looks at me. If you hurt her, best friend or not, I'll kill you. Fair. And if she hurts you, I'll kill her. Also fair. Emma interrupts. Can we all agree not to kill anyone? No promises. Jake gets up. I need to go process this somewhere else. He leaves the apartment. We sit there in stunned silence. That went better than expected. He took it pretty well, actually. Think he's really okay. Give him time. Jake comes back a few hours later. He's calmer now. Okay, so I talked to Dave. You told Dave before processing yourself. He's objective. Dave thinks everything is a conspiracy. Anyway, he said I'm being dramatic. You are being dramatic. Shush, I'm having a moment. He sits down with us. Look, I want you both to be happy. Thank you. But I have rules. Oh, no. Rule 1, no making out in common areas. Reasonable. Rule 2, if you fight, I'm Switzerland. Fair. Rule 3, if you break up, someone has to move out. We're not breaking up. People say that. We're different. Also what people say. Emma cuts in. We agree to your rules. Good, then we're okay. Just like that. Just like that. He gets up and goes to the kitchen. Emma and I look at each other. That was anticlimactic. I'm not complaining. The rest of the weekend is weird, but good weird. We can actually act like a couple in front of Jake now. He makes gagging noises whenever we're affectionate, but he's being supportive in his own way. Sunday evening, Emma is packing to leave. Jake is in his room. So that happened. Yeah, we're official now. How do you feel? Relieved, happy, terrified. Same. She kisses me, and Jake yells from his room. I can hear you. Common areas rule. We're in the hallway. Still common. Emma yells back. You're being annoying. I'm enforcing my rules. We both laugh. This is our life now. Could be worse. Could be better. Always the optimist. Someone has to be. Few weeks go by and things settle into a new normal. Emma still visits every weekend. But now we don't have to hide. Jake has actually been cool about it. Makes jokes and teases us, but it's friendly. One night we're all watching a movie. Emma is leaning against me. Jake is in his chair. You know what's weird? Everything about this situation. I was going to say that I'm happy you two are together. We look at him surprised. Character growth. Shut up, I'm being sincere. Continue. You're good for each other. You balance each other out. Plus now I have 2 people to roast instead of 1. There it is. Emma throws a pillow at him. You almost had a touching moment. I don't do touching moments. We've noticed. The movie ends and we're all tired. Jake actually goes to bed at a reasonable hour. Miracles do happen. Emma and I go to my room. Your brother is weird. Tell me about it. I grew up with him. How did you survive? Pure spite. Relatable. Month 3 of officially dating. Things are going really well. We haven't fought once, which is probably a record. Emma is over for the weekend as usual. Jake has been on several dates lately. None of them have worked out. He's convinced the universe is against him. Meanwhile, you two are disgustingly happy. Is that a problem? No, just observing. Maybe you're looking for the wrong things. What should I be looking for? Someone who gets your terrible sense of humor. My sense of humor is great. Emma and I exchange looks. It's really not. Rude. Jake goes on another date that night. Emma and I have the apartment to ourselves. We're cooking dinner together. Well, she's cooking and I'm taste testing. You're not helping. I'm providing moral support. You're eating all the ingredients. They're delicious. She swats my hand away from the cutting board. Go set the table. Fine. We eat dinner and it's perfect. She's an amazing cook, unlike Jake and me. This is really good. Thanks, it's my mom's recipe. You should teach Jake. I've tried. He's hopeless. Fair assessment. We're doing dishes together when my phone rings. It's Jake. Hey, what's up? Can you come pick me up? What happened? Date went bad. She left me at the restaurant. Yikes, where are you? He tells me, and I grab my keys. Emma comes with me. We drive to the restaurant and find Jake outside looking miserable. He gets in the car, don't want to talk about it. We don't ask. Drive home in silence. When we get back, Emma makes him tea. I don't drink tea. You do now. He drinks it and seems to relax a bit. You want to talk about it? She said I was too immature. That's rough. Am I immature? Emma and I look at each other. Sometimes. But that's not a bad thing. It means you know how to have fun, and you don't take life too seriously. He seems to feel better. Thanks, guys. That's what we're here for. He goes to bed, and Emma and I clean up. He's going to be okay. Yeah, he just needs to find his person. Like we found each other. Exactly like that. She kisses me, and it still feels new and exciting. 6 months into dating, and I'm pretty sure I love her. Haven't said it yet because I'm a coward, but I'm definitely feeling it. We're at the park on one of our weekday dates. It's getting cold now. Fall is here. Emma is wearing my jacket because she forgot hers. She looks good in it. You're staring. Can't help it. Smooth. I try. We're walking and she takes my hand. Can I ask you something? Sure. Where do you see this going? This relationship? Honestly? Everywhere. Everywhere is vague. I mean long-term, future, all of it. She stops walking. Really? Yeah, I'm all in. She kisses me, and it's perfect. I love you. The words just come out. She pulls back and looks at me. Say that again. I love you. I love you too. We're both grinning like idiots. A jogger runs past and yells, "Congratulations." Even strangers are invested in our relationship. Tell Jake about the "I love yous." He pretends to throw up. You two are disgusting. You're just jealous. Maybe. Definitely. He sighs. I'm happy for you both, though. Character growth again. I'm serious. You're good together. Thanks, man. Now please stop being cute. It's making me feel lonely. Emma hugs him. You'll find someone. When? When you least expect it. That's what people say in movies. Doesn't make it less true. Fast forward 2 months and Jake meets someone. Her name is Rachel and she's perfect for him. She laughs at his terrible jokes. Appreciates his Nickelback collection. We're convinced she's a saint. Jake brings her to the apartment. Emma and I are trying to be cool. We're the cool couple now. We're embarrassing. Speak for yourself. Rachel is great though. She fits right in with our dynamic. Makes fun of Jake with us. He's found his person. Year into dating Emma and things are perfect. We're talking about her moving in. Jake is weirdly supportive. You should do it. You're okay with that. Yeah, she's here every weekend anyway. Might as well make it official. Plus, Rachel wants to move in with me, so you're kicking me out for your girlfriend. Technically, Emma is kicking you out for hers. He has a point. We're all upgrading. Emma moves in, and it's seamless. She takes over the decorating. Our apartment finally looks like adults live here. Jake and Rachel get their own place. We have weekly dinners together. The 4 of us, double dating. It's nice having couple friends. One dinner, Jake makes an announcement. I'm proposing to Rachel. Emma screams. I'm happy for him. He's come a long way from the guy who couldn't cook toast. You're going to be my brother-in-law. Technically, I'll be your brother-in-law. Either way, we're stuck together. Could be worse. Could be better. Always the optimist. Jake proposes to Rachel at the same park where I told Emma I loved her. It's actually really sweet, and she says yes immediately. They're getting married in 6 months. Emma is maid of honor, obviously. I'm best man, which means I have to give a speech. I'm terrible at speeches. You'll be fine. I once gave a presentation at work and forgot my own name. That's concerning. Very. Spend weeks working on the speech. Emma helps me write it. We're sitting at the kitchen table with note cards everywhere. Okay, so start with a joke. About what? About Jake, obviously. All my Jake jokes are mean. That's the point. It's a roast with love. I can do that. We craft the perfect speech. It's funny, heartfelt, and only mildly embarrassing for Jake. He's going to hate it. That's how you know it's good. Wedding day arrives and I'm nervous. Emma looks amazing in her bridesmaid dress. You clean up nice. You too. I've never seen you in a suit. I own one suit, and it's for occasions like this. It looks good on you. Thanks. The ceremony is beautiful. Jake cries during his vows. Emma is crying. I'm trying not to cry and failing. Rachel is perfect, and they're perfect together. When they kiss, everyone cheers. My best friend is married. Time really does fly. Reception is at a nice venue. Open bar, which is dangerous for this group. Emma and I are dancing. You think that'll be us one day? Getting married, yeah. I mean, I hope so. She smiles. Me too. Time for speeches and I'm up. Walk to the microphone with my note cards. Emma gives me a thumbs up. Clear my throat. So, Jake and I have been friends for 10 years. In that time, I've learned many things. 1, he cannot cook. 2, he has terrible taste in music. 3, he's the most loyal person I know. People are laughing and crying. Continue with the speech hitting all the right notes. End with, Jake found his person in Rachel. And I'm grateful to have been there for the journey. Also grateful Rachel can actually cook. Everyone laughs and applauds. Jake is wiping his eyes. He gets up and hugs me. Good speech. Thanks, man. Later at the reception, Emma pulls me aside. That was perfect, you think? I know, you made everyone laugh and cry. That was the goal. Mission accomplished. We're dancing again when Jake and Rachel come over. So, when are you two getting married? Jake asks it casually, but I see Emma's eyes light up. We haven't really talked about it. You should. You've been together over a year. Rachel elbows him. Don't pressure them. I'm not pressuring. Just asking. That's literally pressure. They walk away bickering playfully. Emma and I are left standing there. So, marriage. Yeah, marriage. Is that something you want? Eventually, yeah. Same. We should probably talk about this more when we're sober. Good call. But for the record, yes. Yes what? Yes, I want to marry you someday. She kisses me right there on the dance floor. People probably think we're drunk. We're not, just in love. Weeks after the wedding, I'm ring shopping. Took Jake with me for opinions. This feels weird. What does? Helping you pick a ring for my sister. You offered. I know, but now it's real. Having regrets. No, just processing. We look at dozens of rings. Nothing feels right. Then the jeweler shows us one more. It's perfect. Simple but elegant. That's the one. You sure? Positive? Buy the ring and hide it in my sock drawer. Most cliche hiding spot, but Emma never goes in there. Now I need to plan the proposal. Jake is surprisingly helpful. You should do it somewhere meaningful. Like where? Where you first realized you loved her. That's actually good advice. I have my moments. Few and far between, but they exist. Plan the proposal for our anniversary. 2 years together feels right. Tell Emma we're going out for a nice dinner. She doesn't suspect anything. We go to that park where everything started. Why are we at the park? Just wanted to walk before dinner. It's cold. I brought blankets. You planned this. Maybe. We walk to the bench where I first said I love you. Sit down and I'm nervous as hell. You okay? You're sweating. I'm fine. It's November. You shouldn't be sweating. Just excited about dinner. She's giving me suspicious looks. Pull out the ring box. Her hands fly to her mouth. Oh my God. Get down on one knee because tradition. Emma, 2 years ago I told you I loved you on this bench. You said it back and my life changed. You make every day better. You laugh at my terrible jokes. You put up with Jake's nonsense. You're my best friend and my favorite person. Will you marry me? She's crying and nodding. Yes, absolutely yes. Put the ring on her finger. She tackles me off the bench into the grass. We're both laughing and crying. A dog walker passes by and claps. Congratulations. Thanks. We lay there in the grass, just being happy. Can we tell Jake, right now? We should probably get up first. Fair point. Drive to Jake and Rachel's place. Burst through the door. We're engaged. Jake jumps up from the couch. What? When? Like 20 minutes ago. He hugs Emma. Congrats, sis. Thanks. Then he turns to me. Welcome to the family officially. We hug, and it's a moment. Rachel is crying happy tears. Let me see the ring. Emma shows her, and they're both freaking out. Jake and I step aside. You did good. Thanks for the help. That's what brothers are for. Basically brothers now. Basically. We're all celebrating when Jake makes a toast. To my best friend and my sister. You found each other in the weirdest way. But it works. Here's to fake sleepwalking and real love. Everyone laughs. We drink, and it's perfect. Wedding planning starts immediately. Emma has opinions about everything. I have opinions about nothing. What about colors? Whatever you want. You have to have an opinion. I have an opinion that you'll pick the right colors. That's not helpful. She's frustrated but trying not to show it. Okay, I care about the food and the music. Everything else is your call. That works. She plans an amazing wedding. I handle the catering and DJ. Jake is my best man, which feels right. Rachel is a bridesmaid, along with Emma's friends. 6 months of planning flies by. Wedding day arrives, and I'm more nervous than I've ever been. Jake finds me before the ceremony. You good? Terrified. That's normal. Is it? Yeah, I was terrified too. But then I saw Rachel and everything made sense. That's actually helpful. I told you, I have moments. Standing at the altar waiting. Music starts and Emma walks down the aisle. Jake is walking her down since their dad passed away years ago. She looks absolutely perfect. Jake is crying already. He hands her off to me. Take care of her. Always. The ceremony is perfect. We wrote our own vows. Mine are about how she changed my life. Hers are about how I made her feel safe. There's not a dry eye in the place. We exchange rings and kiss. Everyone cheers. We're married. Actually married. The reception is everything we wanted. Good food, great music, dancing. Our first dance is to a Green Day song. Because of course it is. Jake's speech roasts both of us. He tells the story of how we met, leaves out the sleeping together part thankfully. But everyone is laughing. He ends with, they're perfect for each other. Even if it took them forever to figure it out. To the happy couple. Everyone toasts and it's magical. Honeymoon in Ireland because Emma always wanted to go. 2 weeks of exploring and being newlyweds. It's perfect and I never want it to end. But eventually we have to go home. Back to reality and married life. Living together is easy since we already were. But now it's official. She's my wife. Still getting used to saying that. My wife. Sounds good. Jake and Rachel come over for dinner one night. We're doing the married couple dinner party thing. This is very adult of us. We're almost 30. We should be adult. Fair point. Dinner goes great. We play board games and everything. Look at us being responsible grown-ups. Jake whispers to me while Emma and Rachel are talking. Who would have thought? What? That waking up with my sister would lead to this. Definitely didn't see it coming. Best accident ever. Agreed. We're all sitting around talking when Rachel makes an announcement. We're pregnant. Emma screams. I'm happy for them. Congratulations. Thanks. You're going to be an uncle. That's weird to think about. Tell me about it. Emma is already planning baby showers. She and Rachel are looking at baby stuff on their phones. Jake and I are just watching them. Our lives have changed a lot. Yeah, for the better though. Definitely for the better. That feeling when you wake up with your roommate's sister and he finds out. That feeling when he takes it better than expected. That feeling when secret relationship becomes real relationship. That feeling when you fall in love with your best friend's sister. That feeling when everything works out perfectly. That feeling when a year later you're planning your own proposal. That feeling when you actually propose and she says yes. That feeling when you get married, surrounded by family and friends. That feeling when your best friend becomes your brother-in-law. That feeling when you realize fake sleepwalking led to real forever. My face when it all started with her showing up in my bed. My face when best decision was not kicking her out. My face when we're living the actual dream. My face when Jake is gonna be a dad and we're next, probably. My face when this is our happily ever after.
Woke up confused. She's in my bed. Jake's sister here. Thoughts racing through my head. She said sleepwalking. I believe the lie. Every weekend now. chaos.